swings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! Ready, down!
Hello? You play to win the game. I don't want winners. I want people that want to win.
What's up? Welcome to the Playcall Sheet. I know we got something going on tonight that's quite special. We will dabble back and forth in it, but you got to bear with us. We still want fans to do their thing. Man, how y'all doing, fellas?
I'm not gonna lie. It's supposed to be a football show, but it's our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
We can do whatever we want. Plus two. Met in the building, chill in the building, Coach Lee in the building, like, share, subscribe, man. All social media platforms, SWF TV. Our play call sheet is tonight. We'll be throwing all types of audibles, stuff unexpected, stuff expected, man. But y'all know how we do it out here, man. As we hit these nice summer madness, heat wave, heat-wise, news-wise, we here, man. We're going to update you.
What's the damn deal? He's mad you didn't start it off right.
What's the deal? You down, you heard me?
He got to show up.
Fair. He got to be here.
My man has to be here, but he's not here tonight. Maybe we get some Jake or Dale, but if we don't get them, man, we love you guys. We'll hold it down, man.
I wouldn't be shocked if a Jake slid through because his man from Duke just got drafted to Charlotte, and he's kind of a LaMelo fan, and so now he's playing with LaMelo. Con Canoopal to the Hornets.
The rumor was before we get into football news that
they might move him.
They didn't. No. I heard too that multiple draft picks didn't want to go to Charlotte. I'm hearing this because of LaMelo.
I don't think
because of LaMelo.
It'd be crazy. In my opinion, it'd be crazy if it's because of LaMelo. I think they just don't want to go there because it's one of the worst run franchises in sports, not just basketball. In sports, it's bad.
Bobby, what's good with you? How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well.
Damn it, Bobby. Good to see you, Bobby. I think you were here last night, but I ain't seen you in a while. I feel like where you been at? You been chefing up some chicken? You've been chicken salad shitting everywhere? I got it.
My man Bobby be outside, man.
Bobby be outside. No bullshit. He be on the block with the chicken. He got the chicken for sale, bro. What you mean? Life's been life. Hey, well, we hope you good, man. We're glad you returned to us on a day like this. I hope life in a good way. Just got you busy, not sad. Chin up, brother.
Man. So,
salad chick. Shout out to Bobby and the crew.
very, very good sandwich, by the way.
Absolutely. Coach tried it.
From where?
I'm soon to try it.
Chicken salad chick.
Yeah, see, I got they don't got one up here, so I got to find me one so I could come on here and give my honest review.
I got two in my vicinity.
This guy. I've been to both of them. He said.
Only one. I only went to the one in Arlington. I'm fat, but I ain't that fat. But I probably should be eating more chicken salad, allegedly. You would ask me that. Which one did I get?
Of course. We want to know.
I'm trying to think. You know what?
Menu. Yeah,
I am. That's exactly what I'm doing.
No, you, brother. What you mean? Because Tuka probably would have been like, I got what he'd have just. I mean, let's move the show forward. But Coach got to get it right. He's like, nah, bro, I got to Google the menu. I got to remember.
Got to Google the menu, man. I don't ate a lot since then, man. But while I'm looking this up, man, any surprises so far tonight as far as the NBA draft?
Well, I just turned this motherfucker on, so you're going to turn
it's about to turn up right now. This is where it gets kind of risky, getting funny. Right.
I just saw my first surprise, which is the fact that Ace Bailey's still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Ace Bailey's still on the board.
Ace Bailey's still on the board. He's not no more. Utah just took him.
Oh, that's awful.
Danny Ainge, no.
Danny
Ainge, no. You don't let a guy like that slip. When it comes to this, okay, you can say, hey, that's a negative side. He didn't want to be with teams, but Danny Ainge is like, oh, y'all don't want him? Y'all got me in the top 5? I'm taking him. Good pick, Danny Ainge.
They were just showing your man's coach, Trey Johnson out of Texas.
No.
He gonna go next, probably. No bullshit. So this is the thing. This is the football show, but the NBA draft is live. We kind of fucked this up. We probably should have switched back.
Give us some football news first, man. Back in there, man.
Somebody I know recommended that, but hey.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, we fumbled the bag here.
Oh no, we definitely fumbled the bag here, but this is what we do here. We don't schedule our shows, the football shows, for things like this. NFL draft was popping, and NBA kind of so I agree with that. But a lot of people tonight was like, "What? Your show is football?" You know, I actually had one guy that wanted to come in and speak basketball, but I told him it was football show tonight. Shout out to Ace Bailey. Shout out to
Ace Bailey. He about to get all the snow bunnies he can imagine in Utah, man. Good for him.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
And all he gotta do is move to Mexico and he can marry them all. Get on this Mormon shit.
You know what? I can't remember what I had.
He said it was good, but I don't remember. I just folded that shit.
I remember I did. I knocked it down, man. I remember it was light. It wasn't heavy at all. I do remember that.
Oh, he said new flavor, Maui Mama, is literally my favorite thing.
Well, I see something I'm interested in right now. A jalapeno holly. Might have to try that.
Yeah, great going in. Awful coming out. You know the
rules. Oh, man. So, you know what? Let's get into it, man. So, we're trying something a little bit different. We're going to try to do a show. Keep us updated on the draft picks, though.
Yes, everybody.
We on it. We on it.
And as well, man. Comment to anything we speaking on.
Right off the bat, man. So the NCAA had a little bit of a they introduced some rule changes, kind of on the dicey side. To it's a proposal to let players and staff bet on pro sports. How y'all feeling about that?
Yo, you want to laugh? I finally read Bobby's Maui, what's in the Maui Mama, and didn't hear not a word you said.
Food.
Speaking on the NCAA, is new ruling to have potentially players and coaches or staff bet on sports.
This can only go bad. That's my stance on this. This is an awful idea. Awful.
Even though it's pro sports.
Yeah, not still bad. For what? Why?
It's a slippery slope, I think, man.
Yeah, what's the benefit? It's like they can do Adderall, but not cocaine. Like, you know how that turns out. Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is nonsense.
You know me, man. My stance is gonna be totally different. It is from Wills when it comes to betting, because I try to live my life on the line. Some 3 days a week, trying to get some money and try to make a flip. But the reality it is, why not? I mean, people are grown. People are gonna do what they want to do. Rather it's play the lottery, do drugs, which in a lot of sports you can't do drugs crazy because you'll get penalized. You know, is there money? If you want to go bet money on sports to try to make a profit, then hey, I ain't mad at you.
You want to know why I'm against this?
Yes.
What?
Because the fix is in. You want to talk about conflict of interest? Oh, we got to pay you guys now? We'll give you another place to put that money then.
That's a valid point.
All set. I mean, they want their money back. They
maybe, but I'm from the world where you pay me and hey, they already made the rule to pay you. What are you to do to tell me what to do with my money? If I want to go place a bet, I mean, now you're gonna have your avid guys, your guys that are gonna go over the top. You know what I'm saying? And hey, those guys got a problem. There's a 1-800 number for them to call.
I always put it up when we talk about this shit, but I didn't do it today. But look, here's my thing. So I feel you in the sense of you can't tell people what to do with their money. But here's the thing. What do we say once they started paying them? This is officially like a job now, right? All right. At a job, you can't do certain shit. So, like, this should be one of the things that they just can't do. And here's the thing. You want to gamble bad? Go play your local lottery. Buy some scratch tickets until you enter the league or out of school. It's 4 years. If you can't give up sports betting, and most of them it's 3 years. If you can't give up sports betting for 3 to 4 years, then you may have a problem to begin with. And maybe we shouldn't be letting you do this anyways. But I feel you. Like, yeah, let them cook with their own money. But, like, here's the other thing, too. Are we going to pretend like college athletes aren't somewhat more in the know than like the average Joe? Like, do they not have connections to coaches who have connections to the NBA? That's insider trading they could get. There's no need for this. I just don't think it. What good can come out of it? That's what I would ask you. Like, what good can come out of it?
No, I don't think any good comes out of it unless they win cash off it. And that's the reality. And that's why I'm like, hey, just let them go do it. Because if they become broke, hey, you gave them the paycheck. If they want to go spend their money and become broke off this gambling stuff, and I hope they don't, then hey, that's on them. All right, listen here. Hey, you did your job by paying me my compensation for my job or work now because there's a job. Now, we know there's a lot of people in this world that get that paycheck bi-weekly, weekly, and go spend it all at the casino, spend it all on strippers. You know, there's going to be other things they spend it on anyway besides gambling if it wasn't gambling. So I feel as if it doesn't really matter. If they want to gamble their life away, they want to do that, and the vices is going to be riding with them forever, so be it. The advantage is
when they get on campus, they kids. Still, like, for the most part, they still kids, bro. Like 16, 17, 18, like, they kids, man. We take things away from people all the time. Hey, you want to know what I'm saying? Look, they can't drink till they're 21.
This is the thing too. One more thing that I would go on the agree side. In these apps, people don't know that.
How old you are?
There's you know, absolutely. They find that shit out. They actually find out if you cheating or somebody's app like through your it's a whole bunch of different stuff. Actually, quick story, football wise. Every week on DraftKings is a football like tournaments and stuff like that. Basically, one guy hit. And then I guess the next week somebody like used his name. He had somebody use his name and they hit too. So basically they was able to find out that he basically was playing double. Something with the contest that he couldn't enter again or something and basically double win. So they found that out and penalized. But I think that there's a set of tools like in casinos too. If you feel like you're, over gambling, you can go to the casino and tell them like, yo, put me on your list, your ban list. And I think there's limits too on these apps that people could set. I don't know if the NCAA is going to go that far in terms of like they can have a set limit. So therefore, we're helping them because it doesn't really benefit the NCAA if they are trying to help them out. So if you want to do that, put a cap on it, or you're just going to let them bet anyway. So who cares?
No, the only holdup to this from passing as of right now is it will only go to effect if it passes a vote also with Division 2 and Division 3.
Who don't got the bread like that. Yeah, look, my thing is I try to stay away from things whose outcome can only be negative. And that's pretty much what this is. Like, you may be able to find like a few, like one or two positives and then thousands of negatives, man. Like, it ain't it.
You get a job, you have to pay taxes on whatever you make. They're getting paid, they have to pay taxes on something they make. So they basically already grown. Now in development, I feel like there should be different ways to implement this and bring it in. Maybe you shouldn't have an ASAP. You should have classes, things of that nature. And then if you want to wheel it in, go ahead. And that's what I would say the negative about the situation at hand. Because once it rolls in, you're not going to be able to control it.
That's true.
Number six pick of the NBA draft, Trey Johnson out of Texas, goes to Washington.
Shout out.
Oh.
Yeah, he was happy. He was happy because he heard win.
That's a boneyard, man.
It's a boneyard.
And the brother went.
It's a bonehead in Jordan Poole. You got a couple of experienced veterans over there, Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton.
Poole gone.
Watching. So I feel like I feel like that's a good pick. Shout out to the
Poole's gone. Poole now he's over there with CJ.
Yeah, you got veterans like CJ. You got a bunch of veterans to be hopefully a good player along with they had last year at the 1 or 2 pick, whatever one they had last year.
I just like that he gets to play with Sarr. So hopefully he's pulling from deep. Yeah, he can hoop, bro. He can hoop. That might be good for them. How tall is he?
He is 6'6".
Oh, 6'6" guard? Point guard? Oh, yeah, that's dangerous.
6'6", 190.
Like, look at here.
Oh, yeah. He basically like LaMelo Ball.
Should I bet on who's going to be the next pick in the draft?
See, here we go. Probably.
No, I can't do it. No, this is the cap, though, that they put on. I'm on FanDuel. So basically, before the draft, you can select who you think is going to be in this spot, this spot, this spot. When the draft starts, they don't have it no more. So I can't even do it. Now they got stats for Cooper Flagg's season, basically projected. So if I want to bet on Cooper Flagg's projected stats this season, I can.
Highest drafted players out of Texas. LaMarcus Aldridge went 2nd. Kevin Durant went 2nd. Tristan Thompson went 4th. LaSalle Thompson went 5th. Trey Johnson went 6th. And Mo Bamba also went 6th. And they're all in their respective drafts.
Okay. All right, Will. Next up. Yeah. Your favorite team. Who would you say is your greatest coach of all time for your Gators?
Urban.
You take him over the old ball coach.
Nah, Spurrier was better for longer, but he didn't. I don't think he. Oh, he got one. I think. Did he get one with Warfel? I can't remember, man. It's been too long.
Yeah, he did.
He got one with Warfel. But man, Urban got 2, bro, and he put a team full of criminals out there and football Jesus and fucking got it done. And then he left us with holding the bag. I can't stand his guts anymore, but I can't not like respect what he did. Those teams are all time great.
Okay, fair enough. But the reason why I asked is because Spurrier has something to say about my Texas Longhorns.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, well, not really. I kind of agree with him. This is in regards to Arch. He was quoted as saying most people are picking Texas to win the SEC. They've got Manning already winning the Heisman too. My question is, if he was this good, how come they let Quinn Ewers play all the time last year? And he was a 7th round pick.
Well, where you get picked in the NFL draft, typically what you did in college only holds a little weight for that. Like Tim Tebow was all-time great in college and literally would have fell to the 3rd round if Josh McDaniels wasn't insane trying to make a splash. Like, he would have fell pretty far because he couldn't throw. We all saw him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we've seen the Andre Wares. We've seen the Tim Couches. Like, just because you were good in college, that doesn't really necessarily determine where you're going to go in the draft always. That combine, I say, holds more weight in them interviews. I think we saw that this year. Because if it was about what you did on the field, then Shedeur should have been in the 1st round, probably.
He should have been in the 1st round, and Brady never would have been Brady.
Right. Even though he played well, he didn't really have the success. He couldn't win out. He also couldn't. The greatest quarterback of all fucking time that we know couldn't win the job when he first got there.
He got beat out in college by Drew Henson. So that's
Drew Henson.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Now, for me, the reason why the part I agree with him with is the hype that they're giving the team as a whole. I don't like it. Puts bullseye on their back. Now, with that being said, I will say this. I will say this. I'm going to go out on a limb. If with all the hype that they getting this year, they go out and they deliver, it's about to be a long time in the SEC. If they can handle that hype,
yeah,
they got the money, they got the resources. Would you rather live in Tuscaloosa or Austin?
Yes. Would you rather live in Mobile, Alabama, or Austin? No, that's not. We're not Tallahassee. We're fucking
Shout out to Steve, man. Shout out to Steve. We know, what he holds with the way he holds, and shout out to him for coming out with his opinion. You know what I'm saying? We respect it. But you gotta realize there's reason for this hype. This man, probably at the age of 10, 11.
Football royalty.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of what people were saying about him, I think at this time Peyton and Eli was still in the league, and they were talking about this man was the next coming. You know what I mean? Hey, the last name holds that much weight. So yeah, there is hype, and maybe they are overhyped. But I think Texas in the situation did the right thing last year by letting Ewers, continue the journey, be the starter. And there ain't no rush for him because one is NIL time. This man's getting paid book already, so you're paying the man that much, man. You're not going to risk it crazy. This year, you have no choice now. He's a starter. He's going to be in. He's in the fire, and I hope he succeeds. But that's where the hype comes from, and I absolutely like him coming into the season with everything he's learned since the age of 16. You know what I'm saying? When they found his ID and they posted it on social media. I think he's ready to go.
Here's the other thing that I would say. With the name and the roster y'all had, and still having Ewers there, if you start and or play Arch too much last season,
I know where you're going.
The amount of pressure might have cracked him. And I guess that might be something you want to know, but it's not something you want to learn in freshman year of the guy that you're paying X amount of dollars, millions to. You kind of want to slow play him. There's no need to rush it. Plus, we've seen this in the NFL. Maybe it's not as much in college, but we've seen it. Guys who sit for like a year behind and watch, they tend to come out the gate a little better. Now, it's college, so you can't sit a guy for 3 years like Aaron Rodgers or Love, but like, I mean, I think they did the right thing. I think if you played them last year with all the hype, wasn't last year y'all first year in the SEC? Nah, or like second year?
Yeah, first year, last year.
First year. So you're going to bring Texas into the SEC, thumping their chest, because I feel like they loaded up for that year. They knew when it was coming. They got to load up, and you're gonna hand the keys to a freshman. I just think realistically, Spurrier wouldn't have played him either. So it's funny he says that, but I don't think Spurrier would have played him either.
I look at it from this aspect too, something to what you said earlier. If he'd have come in, because there were some times Ewers should have been pulled. Man, y'all saw me in the chat. I was losing my shit. But I think if you had pulled him and he hadn't had the success that people expected from him, you would have ruined him for this year as well.
Or put him behind the 8 ball where you're not starting. And that's a whole program thing. Because if they come in this year with Art starting now, and we already saw him lay a few eggs last year, y'all don't come out the gate as the favorite. No,
right.
Also, think about my view. Well, I'm not no football genius, but I'm a pundit. We do the work here. Think about my stance on Julian Sayin in Ohio. How I saw him a few times, didn't like what I saw, and now I'm already coming into this season with question marks.
Right.
So, yeah, Fears to the Pels. Jeremiah Fears out of Oklahoma. First Oklahoma player selected in the NBA draft since 2018, Trae Young.
Yep.
Oh, his family crying. But yeah, man. So I think they played it the right way. There was also the pressure from within the program would have been big too. They put in a boat out there. Y'all had a fucking boat out there last year. And like y'all had high expectations coming into the SEC. Especially what if y'all laid an egg your first year in the SEC? Oh man, y'all would have never heard the end of it.
It would have mass exodus in a recruiting channel.
Recruiting would have been a bad hit for y'all. Yes. So there was a lot riding on that team showing out last year. And they did. They showed out. They made it to the big dance. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They didn't win it. You can't win them all. Only one team gets to win it all. And you got beat by what was the best team in college football for pretty much the entire season. So that's the only team that beat y'all like that was that team. So we good. Now you come into this year. Now I know, Coach, from you as an insider, you got a few questions. You're confident about your team, but you got a few questions more than the pundits do. The pundits are like, they're gonna win it all. But like you got questions.
I do.
How it would have been a lot worse had we saw some eggs out of young Arch. So
absolutely,
they played it right. They played it right. No, hey, we ain't doing this. Nope. 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 We're not doing that.
Somebody said free Urban Meyer. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Free him.
No, what? He covered up sex scandals. Cut that out.
Y'all know Urban.
Sex scandals and domestic abuse.
Yeah, he's covering that shit up.
It was.
Now I want to be clear.
Now Trevor suffering.
As a player, I'm like, my God. But like, that shouldn't hurt recruiting.
I want to see Trevor Lawrence suffer some more, man. He's already suffered enough, man, after my man Urban bounced.
That's what I'm saying. No, he suffered. No, see, I see what you did there. You got me, you motherfucker. He suffered because Urban was there, and he still sucks. He never recovered. Urban Meyer. I feel like Urban hated him from being at Clemson and tanked him when he got there.
All right. Next up, some more college football. What stadiums would you say are the hardest places to play?
In college?
In college.
Death Valley, both of them, even though there's really only should be one. Gainesville is awful because it is literally ball, sweat, swamp, heat out that bitch. And they're loud as hell. I mean, Texas was crazy. We were just cooking in there. It was hard for us to watch it.
It's hot as hell. Man, it was hot.
For me, maybe, of course, Ryan Denny Stadium for Alabama, of course, and Texas A&M. I like a couple of their games that was shown last year.
College Station,
and of course, Alumni Stadium. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Hardest place to play, Boston College. You heard?
Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go through 25 through 10. I'm sorry, 25 through 11, and then we'll show the top 10. So 25 is Davis Wade Stadium, which is Mississippi State, and this is according to EA Sports, by the way. Okay. Davis Wade Stadium, Mississippi State, Spartan Stadium, Michigan State, Boone Pickens Stadium, Oklahoma State, Carter Finley Stadium, NC State, Notre Dame Stadium, obviously, Rice Eccles Stadium is Utah, Kinnick Stadium, Iowa, Husky Stadium, Washington, Jordan Hare Stadium, Auburn, Williams-Brice Stadium, South Carolina, Camp Randall Stadium, Wisconsin. That's 25 through 15. Starting at 14, Doak S. Campbell Stadium, Florida State, Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, Texas, Neyland Stadium, Tennessee, and number 11, Kyle Field, Texas A&M.
Okay. It's top 10. I can't wait.
Top 10. Your top 10.
Ooh, I called it. Wow. Clemson. See, Clemson, that's why I tell you what the real Death Valley is. Like, even though I think it's Clemson. But yeah, obviously LSU is great. Yo, but Clemson is literally built to be loud as well. I guess that's why they get maybe a little demarcation, because like they're built downward. Like it's built with everything. Like the sound literally hits the field. Like that's where all the sound goes in that stadium. But yeah, that's Penn State number 2 is wild. Ohio State number 3, really?
I'll put Ohio State number 2.
I think
really? Okay.
Ohio State for me, if I had to choose between these, I would definitely put Ohio State at 2. I would definitely put Clemson at probably either the number 4. They can compete for the number 1 spot, actually. Tiger Stadium holds prestige, I think, because of where they're at and the fact that they're filled every 5 yards, you see it marked.
Also, who found this fucking list? This feel like Dale found this list. That's what it feel like.
Man.
Now, I've heard LSU at nighttime. I've heard Tiger Stadium is a marvel.
Lit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you agree with you guys being number 7?
Hell no, we at least 5.
Okay.
Motherfuckers have
Florida definitely has potential to be in that top 5. I think right now the teams ahead of them, probably in the last decade or so, have played better football. Maybe that's why they're placed there. Florida,
right? The teams ahead of them are teams that literally have played better there recently. So I understand, but like we've had shit coaching and just not because of the shit coaching, not great recruiting. We haven't had the best of teams. I'd venture to say if you take this list again at this time next year after the season, I think we about to have, we might be a little higher on this list.
Question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
If you had, which stadium would you go to tailgate? I mean, you're definitely going into the game, but hence, right. I mean, your team coach is not on here. Wills, you lost, so you can go to another option if you want to. What team off this list would you just go tailgate with?
LSU or Florida?
Yeah. Here's the problem about Florida, though. That is a lot of red. That's a lot of redneckedness for one little place. Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of redneckedness.
Where I'm already at.
yeah. But when you go to your games, it's a little less red. It's pretty liberal over there in Austin. Is all I'm saying. It's a little better. Wait, also, fun fact that I get to talk about since I've been there. Texas Stadium, the whole surrounding area is all campus. Like it is, like there's nothing. It is all campus. Like I don't know, but I know you're gonna be real hot tailgating in Florida, bro. You're like and it's not normal heat. You're gonna be hot at a lot of these places. You're gonna be hot at LSU. You're gonna be hot in Clemson for sure. You're gonna be hot at Georgia. Probably Ohio State most nights. Bama, you're definitely gonna be hot. I understand all the teams. You notice all the teams up top are hot except for Penn State. Penn State is the other end of the spectrum. It's cold as shit. So
Snowflake, Oregon.
But with Gainesville, bro, it's a different type of heat. That is literal swamp heat. It's gross. I ain't even been there, but I got family who down there, and they was like, "Ugh." I had family down in I had family where would they live? I forget exactly. Oh, Pensacola, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna come down there. Let's go to a Gators game." And they unanimously, as a family, were like, "No, it's gross. We're not going. It's terrible down there."
So, how do you think it's going to be in October 4th?
Oh, it's going to be turned up. Y'all come in. I'm hoping we meet there undefeated. That's what I really want.
And hopefully, Will and I are on location.
I know. That's what I'm trying to be. It's going to be disgusting. Hey, I'm willing to sweat that out. I don't care. We're going to go. But like
the Nets, shout out to the Nets, man. The Nets got 4 picks in this first round of this draft just alone. And the fact that they just drafted Igor Diman from BYU. They have so many plays that are the same. So expect them to make some trades as well. Guys like
who got him?
Nets with the 8th pick.
Oh, the net. So they got Fears and that guy?
No, Fears went to New Orleans.
Oh, you're right. He did. You're right. Facts.
Shout out to Brandon in the building. Shout out to you, brother, man.
Oh, they got Malak. Wait, who got? Oh, wow. Is that? Oh no, he didn't get picked. Was he hurry up and pick it?
Toronto's on the clock right now. Toronto Raptors. They were interested in moving their 9 pick. I heard from rumor mills. Heard the Celtics were one of the teams that they talked to in regards to the 9 pick, potentially for Derek White.
For Derek White, who would we have taken? Maybe him, Malak or Maluk, whatever his name is. Jake would know. He's a Duke guy. But yeah, man. Hopefully we're on site for that. That's gonna be fun.
I think hopefully Toronto goes to get the guy from either him or Phoenix. Go get the guy from Duke.
Yeah. Both of those. Yeah. Both of those teams are suited for him. You're right.
All right.
Also, he got 2 Dukies already on Toronto. They got Barrett and Ingram.
That's right. I've got Ingram's there now. He got shipped up there at the at trade deadline, right?
At the deadline, and He barely played. I think he was hurt. If I remember correctly. Because I don't have a single frame in my brain of him playing in that jersey.
So, who would you say is the college coach that gets the most hype right now?
The college what?
Coach that gets the most hype.
Oh. So Kiffin always gets hype for no fucking reason. I love Kiffin, but he's a nightmare. But the most hype, it's gotta be Sarker Kirby.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta be Sarker Kirby.
Or Dion.
My man.
No, Took won. Yeah, Took won. That was it. That's the guy. He's right.
That's the guy.
Man. And your man, coach. Your man,
Sark.
Yeah, I threw Sark up there too. But yeah, no, I think you won it. Yeah, it's prime. You won. See, there you go. You won.
Damn, Dion, I'm sorry to do you like that, dog.
So we caught. No, not at all.
Your hand, man. You know, in regards to why we're speaking on Dion right now, maybe. we'll let the show wheel into it, man, for sure.
Like that pinky fucked up from getting interceptions. Look at that shit.
It looked like Torrey Hole's pinky.
Torrey Hole got a right angle out there though. It's crazy.
On both ends.
On both of them bitches.
So we talked about a couple of weeks ago that Coach Prime hadn't been on campus in a while. He was ill. Well, his son came and he did a video the other day. We won't show the video, but we'll talk about what he said. And this is from Dion Jr., aka Bucky. It's a beautiful thing. Coach Prime is back active, moving around. God is great. Not back active moving around, but it's a progress.
Yes, man.
I never touched it.
Just hope he's back in time for when they need him the most. No, man, get healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like he's got a great crew around him. He's built up to make sure that they're getting the proper tutelage until he comes back full time.
Was it another foot surgery? What happened?
They haven't specified. I know there was some rumors floating around of the C word. But then it could be because of the foot thing. He's had like a dozen surgeries since he's been in Colorado.
And they've also talked about possibly just removing shit. So
it's a hereditary thing, if I'm not mistaken. It has to do with poor circulation.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because of getting the blood clots.
I thought it was all that high stepping.
I mean,
could be.
Everything plays a key, man. And I think honestly, and I hope not, but I think there's a debate a battle in regards to how to go about this from him not having to deal and be like this every now and again. Because, I mean, it's probably going to happen now and again where, conditions aren't, the best and he ain't the best. So maybe that's a discussion, I don't think Dion wants to be it sucks in life, saying when you got to deal with shit. And like you said, he high stepped on the field for years, what he made his name of, you know what I'm saying? And for him to be on the field in any way but on two legs or 2 feet for this matter, it probably sickens him to the core. So that's just my prediction of what's going on right now in regards to his situation. If that is what's going on, because we still don't know.
Yeah, he also played the worst position for the lower body that you could play, basically, in the NFL.
All the explosiveness, getting out of those cuts.
The cuts, the breaks, the stop and goes you got to deal with from these receivers who are absolutely pretty much the best athletes on the field at all times, basically. It is aggressive position.
High impact.
Their hips usually go first. So I'm proud of him that he ain't got no hip problems. But it just think about every time he got to stop on a dime and break on the ball, which we know he did at one of the highest clips hit in the NFL. Hopefully it's anything but the C word, man. Just stay away from that shit. I really don't want that for Prime. I don't want him to lose a foot, but if it's a foot or cancer, then fucking take the foot, bro.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Well,
What's up, Jiggity Jake?
Oh, Jake in the building.
What's happening? Hey, I know it's Playcall Sheet, but I gotta rip some NBA tonight.
But no, I seen it. Yeah, you
This
better
fake ass Phoenix fan.
Rockets on the clock, aka Phoenix's pick. Duke's come on. Malawatch is still available. We need a big. I'll take that. Hopefully, that's what they do.
Oh wait, there's a proposed trade. Wait, it was the
Phoenix Durant trade.
Oh, so this is Phoenix's pick. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but it still says the Rockets up there, but it's technically our pick. I hope.
It's got to be Malawach. It's
got to be Malawach. We need a big.
That's perfect. You're gonna be really happy. Look at him. You're gonna be a whole Phoenix fan again.
He coming out the closet.
Hey, funny enough, this is where I found that hat.
You got my man on the cam tonight. How interesting and special this is to him.
Absolutely.
Oh, a couple Dookies going. Canupa already went.
Knipple went to Charlotte, and then Flag went to your Mavericks.
Right. Flag was the lock we knew.
I got the huge. What the heck? I still got look. I still got the. This is how new this is. I still got the thing on here.
His number 32 jersey is already for sale.
Oh yeah, you buying one? Are you getting a Cooper Flag jersey?
Huh?
Are you getting a Cooper Flag jersey?
You know what? I might have to, man. I haven't bought a Mav jersey since J Kid's second time here.
You should do it because you can't get a Kyrie jersey. Don't know when he gonna play there again, if at all. And kind of the same thing with Ant Davis. He gonna play like 40 games. So just get the Flag jersey.
Yeah. Return on investment.
Exactly. Oh, but real quick, 100%. Even though he's a Duke guy, and he'd be coming to my team, I would not waste my money on a Malawatch jersey. You never waste your money on a center unless they're like star of the show.
Maybe.
So, how many days are we away from training camp now?
Oh, I only know days away from the season beginning, which is 71 now.
All right, hold on, wait. The last time Coach asked this question and I was on the show, he said 32, I think. So, I'm going to go 23.
Okay, 23.
Training camp.
18 days.
Say 18 too?
Yes.
What's your thing, Will?
My thing what?
How many days till training camp?
I don't fucking know. I only know the
fair
start of the
enough.
season.
So, let me see. According to AI,
What I look like prepared?
the earliest rookie reporting date is July the 16th, which is 21 days until the start
21.
of some NFL training camp, between 21 and 25 days, according to AI. So, we're getting ready to get out of off-season mode, get into in-season mode. And with that being said, they're already talking about some guys who may get cut. We got 5 cut candidates here. One of these is going to be interesting for you, and another's going to be pretty interesting for our viewers. The first one is your boy, Bourne.
No space for him. I told Jake this.
Basically.
Gotta go. Love you, Bourne. I mean, not really. I like you. You're right. But
They got Diggs. They got third-round rookie Kyle Williams. They got Baker, Butte, Polk.
and you didn't even name probably the number one reason he's not gonna make the team. Chisholm, the young white boy that they're trying
We
to
got
make
him!
Let's go.
I thought I was
Malawach.
on mute. Sorry.
You're good.
You're
Malawach
good.
to Phoenix. Good pick. Great pick.
I can't believe he fell this far. He was supposed to go to Brooklyn.
Also, before I get back to football, Tuke asked me to do something right quick, little fun little on what is it? On fanatics.com. The flag jersey is $80.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
$80.
All right.
$80.
Okay, cool. I bet. All right, cool. Hey, Coach,
Yes, sir.
let's let you know you will have a Cooper Fly jersey.
Oh, that's for sure. I got you. I'll go have one that.
Man, listen here. Get on the show. We gonna buy Coach a Cooper Fly jersey, man.
I'm with it. I'm with this. I like that. I thought this what you were going with this. I love it. I'm with it. Let's go.
All right, Jake, man. Your play ain't number one, man. If you play number one, we got you one. but coach, man, we got to get you because he's from New England.
That's funny. It's his player, but it's his player, and we're like, "Fuck you, Jake." Sorry.
Hold on, time out. Hey, I just read something, and I don't know if it's true, but it's got to be. Let's see. It says the Charlotte Hornets are trading center Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns for the 29th pick in tonight's draft. So we got Mark Williams and Malawatch.
Wow.
We're duped out.
Oh yeah, didn't y'all have Mark Williams?
Hey, you remember? Hey, Jamie, you remember how Phoenix was all UK and whatever? They're duped now. What's up, girl?
Starting shit in his home. I love it.
What'd you say?
Not trying to be in a doghouse.
Oh yeah, they are. We got more Duke players. We got Grayson Allen. We got Mark Williams. We got Kamal Malawatch. I know there's another. Jones. All you got.
Oh, he's right. Yeah, they're loaded up. Dookie.
The star of the show. I get it. Right.
Over under. What's the best bet? The over under in Phoenix wins or the over under in Phoenix sorority parties?
Oh no, we still suck. We're not even making the playoffs next year.
The parties for sure.
Oh yeah, we still suck. We're not making the playoffs next year, but it's a fun future anyway. Football. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me and Tuke on the derail mission. All right, back to this. So Bourne's gone, I think. The only reason I can imagine keeping him was for his veteran presence. We went out and got Diggs, and I think that's where we're gonna let that lie. I think he's not built for the system that's about to be in place with Josh McDaniels back here. It's for more quicker cuts in and out, which is why the number one guy we drafted was a quick in and out of cuts type of receiver, as well as the best receiver that we already had on the squad was Pop Douglas, who's also a quick in and out cuts receiver. Yeah, so I just don't see a place for him. He's not gonna play special teams, so
Jerry,
somebody will get him.
Hey, Jerry, make the phone call, Jerry.
No, y'all got enough receivers now. He's the future chief.
He could be a future chief.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
To be fair, I say that about fucking everyone. It's not even funny anymore. It's every receiver. I'm like, Chief.
So, number 2 of the 5 cut candidates, this guy, I'm not surprised. If I'm not mistaken, to remind me, this is the guy that was getting cooked in the playoff games 2 years ago when Brady retired, when CeeDee was cooking him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's Jamal Dean. Yep.
Dean was getting roasted on Monday Night Football. Listen, it made that look like Triple H, cerebral assassin. Yeah, man. This man right here, do you want to sign a man that's getting beat all day? I mean, what was that Eli Apple? You know what I'm saying? He got signed a few times. So, therefore, he got to have a home at some point. Damn, I feel bad for the team going to get him because he's going to get beat every Sunday more than once.
Right now, he's due to make $12.5 million in base salary.
Oh, he's not getting cut.
Dean? It ain't Dean, is it?
He's
Jamel Dean.
He's not in the top 20 on that list for his position. $12 million?
Man, it was all good a few years ago. Remember when it was him, Murphy, Bunting, and one other guy, and they was cooking up in the corner at corner. Now they just yuck.
Ooh, brother.
Ew, brother. Ew.
Now, the third person is kind of surprising to me, but I guess maybe he's not fitting into what they want to do, and that's Austin Eckler.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he coming off an injury last year? Going to Washington?
Maybe. Can't remember that.
No, he was actually second team All-Pro last year for special teams.
Yeah, I felt like they just kind of stopped using him as like the guy once what's that B-Raw, right? Him and B-Raw was going at that number 1 position, right, last year. And then somebody emerged, right? They wanted to
they picked up Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. He's a 7th rounder in the draft this year.
Yeah, I just think that he needs to go to a team that's like gonna sign him for what he does, not for what he has to do on that team, in a sense. I don't know. We know now he's more of a pass catching guard than a guy that's gonna really like go through the trenches. And in this game of football, you know, there's multiple running backs on team for a reason. Yeah. I can see him being moved somewhere to a team that needs somebody at his position. And hey, that don't have to be the number one guy. That's just somebody to go out the backfield catch, somebody that got a leftover receivers and just needs a running back to just be serviceable being back there. It don't have to be rushing the ball. It could be pass catching as well, I feel.
Number 4. I think Unc is still in here. His guy, Big Play Tape. He's due a lot of money. I believe he is due. If they let him go, they'll get $10 million in cap space.
They need all the money they got. They need all the money they can give back, honestly. And to me, Taysom the utility guy, we joke that he's the best on the team, but I'm really real. Like, he's not the best, but I like the makeup that he plays with. And I guess on this same team, he's been their MVP. But you got to get this money back. Got to get anything you can back. And if that's getting rid of old guys like him, in terms of him being there, then, hey, get rid of him.
I forgot he came in the league at 27.
Yeah, because he was a BYU kid. He went on his mission, I believe, probably.
In 17. So what is he, about 32? 33?
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. He's not your typical 33 because there's very little tread on that tire. They didn't use him a lot. So here's what I'll say. For the last 3 years, I've been saying that I like him as a player, but he is 100% a luxury player. That's the type of player you have on a team that is
already
set everywhere. Yeah, set everywhere, and you can just plug him in all them different places and make him hard to deal with. You don't know where he's gonna be at. You can run the Wildcat with that motherfucker, all that shit. But when your team sucks, like the Saints, that's not, you're paying this guy too much to be a Swiss Army knife, a jack of all trades, but master of none.
Hold on. He could go to KC. He could go to
Baltimore or KC. I like it.
I got a dark horse.
My dark horse. I gotta say it. Philly.
Denver.
Oh, Philly.
Oh, Philly. No, that is a Philly ass move because Philly's doing everything that the Patriots used to do, just like the Chiefs are. They picking up all the guys. Yeah. Fuck. Please.
My dark horse.
What?
To replace a player that they traded, the 49ers.
Oh. To play quarterback? No, I'm kidding. Of course not.
Oh, Samuel, basically.
Yep. He pretty much had the same skill set as Debo did.
Listen here. In 2 years.
Yeah. Wow.
49ers depth chart. Ricky Parcell as the number 1 receiver, Taysom Hill as the number 2.
Just all white.
Brock Purdy as a QB. Listen here. They're going to sell T-shirts for days.
Kittle at the tight end, the all white team.
Yeah, they get fired. They're going to get fired.
In the back's white.
In the back. They going to get fired.
Yeah. He might get fired. You're right.
Fuck the great white hope. That's a great white wave. Goddamn.
Yeah. You put the all white Utah team out there. It's not ideal.
And the last guy, it's offensive lineman. We got Trey Pipkins, the third of the Chargers.
Oh, he's in the name Hall of Fame, by the way. Pipkins? Come on now. Pipkins the third? I come from a long line of Pimpin.
He allowed 6 sacks last year, and he had a lowly grade of a 57.8 according to PFF. And he's got a $7 million base salary in the final year of his contract.
I feel like you got to keep him, though. He wasn't awful. Was he awful? Is that what the stats said? That he was awful? Or did he not give up 6?
Yeah. No, he gave up 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awful. You're right. That's crazy.
Let me see. He was ranked 86 out of 138 guards.
Middle of the pack. No, I'm kidding. That's awful. That's bad.
Blocking. So that was the overall grade. His blocking grade, 94th out of 136.
So what is the original grade on if it's not blocking? That's all they do.
His Well, that was his pass blocking was a 94. His run blocking was a 63, which ranked him 60th out of 136.
I hear Dale already screaming, "Loomis, sign him!"
Yeah, right.
And just to put it into perspective, the 6 sacks allowed that ranked him 126.
Low.
Of 130, right?
136.
Jeez, who was 130? Holy shit, 136. Who are these bums?
Penalties. He got 5 penalties, which ranks him 91st.
So he's not good.
Nah.
My man is 3.5-year player. Maybe
he's not even quality to back up.
Damn. The only thing that he was in the top quarter in was snaps. Snap plays. So not only is he bad, he's on the field.
just out there, just doing laps, just getting his cardio in, not blocking his soul.
Hold on. So the Chargers basically, that's why they couldn't come back in that wild card game. That's what you're telling me?
Definitely part of it.
Yep.
They also went out and got guys on the line this year. So
they did.
Yeah.
Not bad though.
Yeah.
Next up, Will's favorite segment on the play call sheet. His favorite quarterback.
What possible story could we have? He's there. We're supposed to be the end of the Aaron Rodgers talk until he played a game. Why? What are we doing?
Because
in this All-Star.
It might interest you.
You might. Because according to A-Rod, he's pretty sure he'll retire after this season.
I've never seen a man try to wear another man's skin like this. He just wants to be Brett Favre. And he's doing a great job. So next up, we get a dick pic in Crocs. That's next on the docket. Then he's going to be some money.
He was on the Pat McAfee show, and he says, "I'm pretty sure this is my last season, and that's why we did the 1-year deal. I played 20 years, and I've enjoyed it. There's no better way to finish it than with Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers."
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, that part.
You buying it, Will?
Yeah.
What am I buying? I'm buying a ticket to not watching this motherfucker no more. Yes, I'm buying it being his last season, and I got to deal with this shit.
Fair enough.
I think, honestly, man, we know Aaron, though, and I agree with Will. I think, too, I'm going to put it into another clip. The last couple years, he's been talked about, and he'll probably be talked about as long as he's, alive. But this year, throwing that emphasis on now, this might be your last season. Maybe he's thinking that he's going to get the ultra coverage, and more eyes on him. And this is the Aaron Rodgers move. This is typical Aaron Rodgers. This is why
the farewell tour.
This is why he doesn't mess with him. Stuff like this. But I can deal with him saying that this may be his last year. But for Will's sake and all of our sakes, probably, we better hope that this dude doesn't become Stephon Urkel. Because if he has a great year, he's coming back. And we know he's coming back.
It's crazy. Stephon Urkel is nasty work. I like that.
Will, are you buying this?
If I think Rodgers has one more top 5 year left in him, if anyone can get it out of him, it's Tomlin. I think that was a possibility if they kept both receivers.
Yeah, Pickens.
But they didn't.
In DK, yeah.
Remember, what's his kryptonite? Oh, what's every old quarterback's kryptonite? Not blocking. What are the Steelers not do great? Pass blocking.
That line is terrible.
It's awful. So I predict a lot of running the ball, even though they got rid of their back, and now they got a smaller back as their starter, who was kind of better for a good portion of the season.
Yes.
Last 2 seasons, really, but he's going to be carrying the load now. So we'll see what happens. Do I think he could pull a rabbit out the hat and make a little playoff run? Sure, he could probably do that. But I think it's more likely that what we talked about. He just wanted a farewell tour. I got an over-under for you two. Over-under 4.5 teams that play a little farewell video montage for him at the stadium.
Okay. We're going to track that.
Under what? Under over 4?
4.5. I said 4.5 because that means it's either going to be 5 or 4 teams that do it.
We don't play the Steelers this year, but it wouldn't matter because he damn sure ain't getting one here.
The Steelers went down for him busting our asses fucking battle.
Is that a fair line though? 4.5, or maybe that's
That's
a 3.5.
fair.
Might be a little more fair.
That's a fair line.
We're gonna track that.
It's over. Over 4.5.
Oh, you think it's over? I like that someone took the over. I like that someone took the over. I'm going under on this. Fuck him.
I'm gonna go
Mark
over.
it.
It's gonna be a team that we don't expect that's gonna be, and I can name 3 teams already: Pittsburgh, the Packers. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. I'm probably gonna be stuck, but I'm gonna go over still because I don't think the Jets are gonna show no love.
Oh hell no. No, they won't.
Oh,
Do they,
What's the
the Jets. The Jets ain't playing him no video.
oh no.
what's the over under here again? What are we
4.5.
I said over or under 4.5 teams.
Retirement montage.
A retirement montage when he comes to their stadium.
I'm gonna go. Well, why do I got to pick over? I was just gonna say 4.
That's under then, because I said 4.5.
All right, under.
There we go.
So Will takes the under.
Yep.
Jake takes the under. Toot takes the over. So just to make it interesting, I'll take the over as well.
I think it's over.
His number 2 receiver is Robert Woods.
Yep. Oh, that's Robert Woods.
Robert, I ain't been good in the last 5 years, Woods.
Yep.
Robert, I ain't been good since the Bills, Woods. Wow.
He was who we thought he was.
And we let him off the hook. All right. This one probably, it doesn't surprise me. Will kind of called this. It's another, I'm seeing a theme tonight. It's one of Will's unofficial teams because the player that was on this team, this guy's reporting to be QB1, and that's Daniel freaking Jones.
Who?
Mike
Yeah,
boy.
They love him, bro. They love Danny Dimes, and it just speaks to even more that they just don't like my man Richardson, and I don't blame them. He quit on football for a play or two or whatever it was. So
When he did that, that was a wrap for him at that point in time. You can't be a franchise quarterback.
By the way, this is a hilariously good point right here. The Steelers may as well go get Odell now. Just make it the all retirement team. Like,
Oh, no, hell no.
Average age of the team gonna be 33.
oh man, that's crazy.
But they say that he has a significant lead over Anthony Richardson for the QB1 spot.
To be fair, like he's played a lot more football than Anthony Richardson in the last 8 to 10 years.
He's got his team to the playoffs.
Oh my God, we're gonna give him the fine.
He just happened to be there. He just happened to be there.
You know, he's a fucking passenger in that ride. I tell you right now.
Daniel Jones, man, shout out to him, man. Maybe he was getting tired of New York, but nah. The reason why they love and embracing him right now because this situation with their former QB1, he's been hurt. Daniel Jones is healthy, so as long as somebody's healthy over there, they're gonna love him more. And it sucks. But that's the reality of it.
I think most of and they're going nuts. And I think this probably has something to do as well. Obviously, Polian passed away recently. I think his sister owns the team now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think the family kind of
even though I hate to say it, man, my boy Coach Ballard, he's been trying to find a quarterback since, Luck left. So this may be his last year as well. I hope not. Love you, Coach. Hope not.
Yeah, not looking good. They keep bringing in guys like Danny Dimes and shit.
The coach got some good pieces, man, and it's crazy. But if Daniel Jones becomes what we know he is, he's shining right now, I guess. Tank for Archie. You heard?
I'm not gonna lie though. He kind of got some guys around him. He got Pittman, Downs, Pierce at receiver, and also your man's, what's his name out of Texas?
Mitchell.
Mitchell. You got Mitchell. They got probably, he was top 5. He kind of fell off last 2 years, but like a top 10 back behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And they just went out and got the tight end that they've been searching for probably as longer than the quarterback. Because when Luck was there, they also didn't have a tight end really, and they were since Dallas Clark.
I agree with that.
Since Clark, yep, you're right.
Brandon, and maybe maybe the best pass catching tight end in the draft. The line is solid. Yeah, they kind of got a team out there. It's just for him to fuck it up, or Richardson. They got to just go out there and play. I like his chances. I just want him to absolutely kill. I hope. Do they play the Giants this year? Because I hope they smash the Giants, and just so my man Mike could just be in shambles. Absolutely,
he gonna be at home turning over tables and shit.
Yo, stop it. Jones could have the all Madden team around him, and he'd still fuck it up. Yeah,
that's somebody praying. That's somebody praying that Daniel Jones does not do anything exciting this year.
Hey, Mike. Hey, we can make a little bet right here. He gonna win 8. I say he wins 8 games with the Colts. He gonna win 8 games with the Colts. If he wins 8 games with the Colts, you gotta do a video eating a handful of them nasty ass jelly beans, all the worst flavors. You know what I'm talking about. And if he gets under 8 wins, then I'll do the video. I'll eat them live on the pod. Whole handful of them gross ass jelly beans. I'm in. Let's go.
Black licorice jelly beans. Yep, I'm here for it.
Black licorice? No, there's worse. They got like throw up flavor, all that. It's a horrible bag of jelly beans.
I got 2 boxes of them shits right now unopened.
Oh,
I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet. Let's go. You see it here live. I can't wait.
All right, our last segment for the night, gentlemen, should be pretty interesting. It's probably going to cause a little bit of debate. Definitely going to get the chat fired up. We're going to look at how open is every NFL team Super Bowl window. We're going to look at it in groups. The ones that they say are wide open are the obvious one, the defending Super Bowl champs. Got Philadelphia, Buffalo, Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Washington, Houston, Green Bay, and Minnesota. Who doesn't belong in there?
And this is best odds.
This is the teams that have the Super Bowl window open right now.
Oh, Super Bowl window open. Okay.
I don't see how, I'm going to be honest, I don't see how Cincinnati's on there. They haven't fixed a lot of stuff to me.
I agree. They
literally
suck.
just spent all their money offensively, did nothing for that defense. They're going to
The
try to
best
score
defensive player is holding out.
Yeah, wow.
The rookie hasn't signed yet.
Because they're trying to jive, my bro. Like, that's crazy.
Minnesota could possibly be a team in there.
Yeah, because we don't know what JJ's going to be.
We got to realize the reason why Cincinnati's going to be on this list for as long as Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase keeps lighting up, because this is the market. You have to market these guys. You got to market this team. Like, all right, I'm going to put it here. I'm a Cowboys fan. The way it's kind of looking, the Cincinnati Bengals are starting to look really Cowboyish. We'll see if it happens and all. They made a Super Bowl, so maybe not in that count, but they are. Because the market's going to keep trying to hype them every year, and they got to get over the hype eventually. But as long as Jamar and Burrow are tandem and they put in that work, Cincinnati's always going to be in the top 5, top 7 when it comes to contenders, Super Bowl odds, all that stuff. Because people are putting their money on that exciting offense, not necessarily the team.
Yeah, that's absurd, though, because, like, we watched the Lions with Matt Stafford and Megatron lose every fucking game in the goddamn season. So, like, just having those two guys really don't mean a bunch, but, I get what you mean, yeah.
Even in that case, Matt Stafford was going for over 4 Gs. Megatron was doing Megatron things, so they was along that escalon. So, hey, they may be Detroit Lions at that time then. It kind of relevant.
Dale said Saints window is wide open. What window? The house is gone.
The foundation is cracked.
Yeah, there's no windows. You guys are
the roof has one shingle.
There's no windows. The window is the wall that used to be there.
Dale, quit trolling. All right. So this next group is open but closing. We've got a team that kind of resurged. Actually, that's going to be that one. We got the Detroit Lions, the LA Rams, the Cowboys, the Buccaneers, the Seahawks, and the 49ers.
Wait, run it again. I'm sorry.
Open but closing. The Lions, the Rams, the Cowboys, the Bucks, the Seahawks, and the 49ers. Open but closing.
I didn't even realize that I was open.
The Seahawks, I feel like, is a weird one because I feel like the Seahawks have been adding pieces to their team, like good pieces to their team, and they're kind of just a quarterback away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they kind of big on. They're big on.
Ain't that what Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold's there, right?
Yeah, Sam Darnold's there.
So yeah, Darnold. I think they're gonna be a surprise team this year. I think the other teams make sense though. The Rams are right on the edge of like, let's just scrap it and start over.
Yeah, the Rams are staying healthy away from competing. I think the Rams might compete for the division this year. Not going out on a limb.
Puka going nuts. They got another receiver out there. Cut left though. Cut with the Seattle. But yeah, I kind of like. Oh, they got Adams. Yeah, I like the Rams this year, but I agree that their window is Stafford size open. Like, however,
the Rams are young there, but they just lost two huge pieces. Both the coordinators, who were the identity of that team.
Yes, but also the head coach is the real guy down there, and he's still there. So, but you're right. Losing coordinators is never easy. Look at Coach. This is a shot. You know, I had enough of Dale. I'm about to ban him. I'm about to block him.
We know whose window is almost closing in this situation here. With Seattle, I guess we could throw them in there. And my Cowboys. I mean, I don't even know if this window is open, but it's still cracked. Because you know me, I'm a guy. We was banged up last year, and now this is the year right here. This is the redo. This is right here. It's a window a little crack. You keep it open, or it's going to completely be shut.
I'm not gonna lie. Coming into this season, I was ready to say that the Cowboys window wasn't just a crack, but it was basically closed. But y'all scooped Pickens, and then I think you opened the window up a little more. So I think y'all got an opportunity to stay in that window.
I heard about
man. They went out and got Pickens, bro. They went out and got Pickens. They got two elite receivers. They still got Dakota, but I think he can make something happen. Dakota Rain.
George Pickens getting flack from the Pittsburgh public because he canceled a football camp that he was supposed to host in Pittsburgh. But I don't know why they're mad at him when they traded him to Dallas. Why would I want to do anything in Pittsburgh? At that point, it's fuck them kids.
Now, the next group is the group I think Dallas should be in. That's a group closed but opening. The teams in that particular group are the Chargers, the Jags, the Bears, and the Broncos.
Every team but the Jags, it makes sense here. More with the Broncos. The Broncos could probably be on maybe the next list, but I can be respectful with who they got under the helm, why they're on this list, because Denver could possibly open that window a bit more than last year, but they're going to be competing with a team like the Chargers, who are in the division for that spot, who already established that spot last year. So, who's going to go up? Either the Chargers or the Broncos? Who y'all like? Who y'all like coming in this season? Broncos or the Chargers? And what moves are made so far?
Mine's the Broncos.
Broncos?
I would give the advantage. I would give the advantage to Denver, but I like what the Chargers did, and
that's my pick right there.
Yeah, it's mine.
I believe in the coach that much.
Same.
I don't. He's a phone.
I actually believe in both of these coaches. You should believe in them. You didn't beat them because you couldn't.
We beat his ass for years.
No,
he had to start cheating to win.
He still won though, didn't he?
Yeah, hey, but look, I'm a Patriots fan. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So it's cool.
Exactly. Figure it out. But like, I like what they're doing. I also think that they went out and got exact pieces for what they want to do. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and now they have two running backs that I think are going to be really good in this system. They went out and got Harris from Pittsburgh, who underachieved. That's why they let him go. but I think he has a lot to prove now, and he's gonna be ready to ball out this year. And then they went out and got, I think me and Coach's like favorite running back in this draft. I mean, we liked Jonty, but me and you were big on Amari and Hampton.
Yep.
They went out and got him. We saw that McConkey is a stud last year as a rookie. He was out there balling. He was a dark horse for rookie of the year the entire season. I think he only lost it because he got hurt and because I think BTJ was going crazy. But yeah, so I like what the Chargers are doing. But if we're gonna be honest, what wins in this league? Defense, mostly. And Denver might have the best defense possibly
out of that group. Oh, really? In the league? Okay.
Oh, definitely in that group, but possibly in the league. We'll see though.
Okay. Next group, we got 2 more groups. This one is under renovation.
Saints, number 1 on the list.
We got
the whole AFC South, if we're being honest.
I know, right? We got Arizona, the Falcons, the Patriots, the Panthers, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Giants, and the Raiders.
Hey, we're under new management, not under reconstruction. Under new management, we're coming up.
We're still reconstructing. We're still rebuilding to get back to that. What I'll say is this: I like of those teams listed. I like, and it's not a homer pick. I like our chances the best. I think we have.
I'm 100% with Will.
Here's my only problem, though. What's the old adage about winning the offseason? It usually don't mean you win shit when the season starts, and that's my only worry. Because we won the offseason. I think we had the best moves in the offseason for any team.
Well, then
our draft was amazing.
Since we're doing a little over-under thing here, over-under 7 wins.
You got to go in a half.
Over-under 7.5.
I would go over. I think we're going to get 8 wins. I think 8's our number.
I think, honestly, the Falcons are under construction.
You just said fuck your question.
It's going to be either a close or open situation because we have to find out what Penix is going to do. Because if now Penix comes in and he struggles, then now Kirk Cousins is back on the helm. So now, regardless of the situation, they're now under construction in that aspect. But if Penix comes out and he balls, if Penix balls out, Kirk doesn't get his spot back no more, and now the Falcons could possibly be a better team than they was. But Penix got to keep the ball in his possession and not throw the ball away like Kirk was.
Yeah, Mr. 1 o'clock should not see the field this year unless there's an injury.
I think the team.
Fuck that damn tank broke. What tank? What are you talking about? Oh, the tank? We did the tanking. We got the quarterback. You would pick a baby live on television to have Drake May right now in your system. Don't play with me.
And then the very next year, get our tackle of the future. Come on.
Yeah. And then a receiver and a back. Like, bro, we did exactly what we needed to do in this offseason. We literally won. We had the best grade in the draft. Remember, we did the draft grades after multiple lists had the Patriots as an A-plus draft. We crushed the draft. And our offseason in terms of free agent signing, mostly on defense, to an already good defense. Yeah. I think we good. The only real thing that we got to worry about is that the offense is going to take a little while to get going. Well, you wouldn't. Your team wouldn't win more than 8 games with May. You guys are trash, bro. I don't know what he's doing.
That whole team is Drake May, and what's that mean? That quarterback probably gets hurt.
Hold on. This is reconstruction, right? Under construction or like
under renovation.
Did the Saints even get listed here? Is there another level to this list?
Yeah, there's one more level. It's called doomed.
Dumpster fire.
Now, under the renovation, I like Tuke's pick of the Falcons. I like y'all's pick of the Patriots. My sleeper pick, and I think they're a dangerous team, but it depends on what the quarterback does. The Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals on this list.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's a close second, third. Them, Patriots, and then Arizona. But I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to say this right now. If Arizona's QB situation is what it is, they're better than both those teams we just mentioned.
Arizona's biggest problem is one of the biggest cancers in all of football, and it's called the injury bug. Their star quarterback cannot stay healthy to save his life.
Well, because he's always running for it. He's always running for his life.
I like James Conner. He still produces.
Parkour.
I think Harrison takes a bigger step this year, going through our season program, and they've got probably one of the best young tight ends in the league in McBride.
Oh, McBride's nasty. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Marvin's going to be pretty open a lot because of how good McBride is right now.
By the end of it, 10 years down the line, we're going to be talking about top 5 tight ends of all time. McBride's name.
Maybe Kendrick Bourne goes there.
That's aggressive.
Maybe Kendrick Bourne goes there.
Maybe. You got to have the quarterback to get to that level. I don't know if he's going to have it, but we'll see. Yeah. And Dale, you're going to start a model at quarterback. We're not hearing any of this. Just enough from you.
In the last group, it is called, what is it called, this one? There's no window.
Literally said that. You don't have a window. The entire wall where the window was is knocked down. It's gone.
They're in the hole. They're in the chute. There is literally nothing around them besides a dark room screaming, wellness. They got nothing.
It is the Pittsburgh Steelers, the New York Jets, the New Orleans Saints, the Colts, and the Browns. Y'all agree with those?
Hold on. Y'all had a great week. You had a great week. You won. And then what happened after that? What happened after that game?
I knew he was going to
after that game. What happened after that game?
I mean, hey, look, I rarely agree with Tuke, but the Saints look kind of okay this year. They beat the crap out the Cowboys, and then after that,
got them their Super Bowl.
Where'd they go? Yeah, exactly. They won their Super Bowl and lost like 12 straight. No one cares about the damn Saints. They'll get out.
He said, since I've known you guys, none of your teams have beat the Saints. So you can hang both of those banners because that's about it.
Hold
That's all
on. You're talking so meanly in all caps. You could have came on the show and said it. Bring your
hand. Say it with your chest. This guy. He's over there mowing lawns. So what? Those are your only wins, basically. Can y'all get to 14, please? Get to 14 wins in a total of
in 3 years.
In 3 years. Despicable.
All right, fellas. What y'all think about that tonight?
I like
that was great. That was great.
Great football talk, great football yap. Listen here, man. We gonna in a few weeks, flip between the play call sheet and the holiday perspective. But I mean, this on a Wednesday. Now, as the season is definitely coming, it's gonna be hot fire, man. I kind of don't want to move it to Mondays, but guess what, guys? It's gonna be back.
Back to Mondays
soon. But while we got this on this Hump Day Wednesday, we gonna fuck it up. We gonna fuck that shit up,
Hey, I hope everybody on Hump Day has a fun hump. I'm retired.
You're retired. How about retired?
You retired from humping? Fair enough.
You're 20.
I'm about to retire to this foot massage.
I feel like I'm going till I'm like 70. You talking about retiring at 20?
Too much time.
Appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
The Lakers do not have a first round pick. We know the Lakers do not make their team off of draft picks. If anybody knows that best, it's me. So we don't care about
scared anyway.
We don't care about the NBA draft.
Hey, Will, what do you call an Italian prostitute? I don't know, Mike. Tell me.
I'm scared to ask after last night.
Yeah, I'm always terrified. I know what's happening, though.
A sausage.
A prostitute. That's actually really good. That's actually hilarious. A prostitute.
Who y'all got for shout out, fellas?
Shout out to the chat. They cooked up.
They did tonight.
Hey, shout out to Coach producing a great show.
Shout out to the plug. Shout out to our Dallas Wings as well and get more information.
Got the
dub. Another dub.
Buckets
tonight from the Star. And the Wings are trying to get in. They're trying to make the push. And hopefully with some players on vacation, hopefully they can make a push, man. Shout out to the Wings. Shout out to Unc for giving us all the great news day by day, every minute, man. Appreciate it.
Great topic. Great topics, Coach. It's good to have, a real a real producer back in the saddle. You know what I mean?
Damn, I forgot his name.
Throwing shots over here.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to you guys letting me be late because I was watching the draft on the way home and finally got back on. And I hate shouting at people that get richer, but shout out to the Thunder for getting them a really good center out of the great conference of the Big East from Georgetown, Sorber. That is a great ball around center.
Oh, he's a beast. Jake, his combine was crazy.
I hate seeing the rich get richer, but that was an outstanding pick at pick 15 for the Thunder. Look out for him being dangerous.
Sam Presti, greatest GM ever.
Hold on. The NBA champions got a lottery pick, basically. Pay attention to that. That's why Sam Presti, Massachusetts' own league.
I like it. Okay, see, we coming for you next year, baby. We coming for you.
And actually, one of the assistants on the team is an alumni of Brighton High.
Waving the flag.
Well, one of the assistants.
We own the Thunder, baby.
Oh, also, Coach, you better hope Cooper Flagg shaves off that shitty wannabe goatee because the last Duke player that was babyface all the way through college that grew a goatee sucked, and that was Christian Laettner. So you better hope he shaves that shit.
Oh, he gonna come here. He gonna get the Dallas booty in the back. we gonna chip with DM, baby.
Memphis drafted Edey last year was 7'4" or something like that. Mm-hmm. Now this year they drafted a 7'1" wingman out of China, Yang Hassan.
Hey,
I got something. They gonna move JJ?
Who?
Are they gonna move JJ?
No, I thought they traded Bane to have the money freed up to sign him.
Yeah, that's
maybe they're cleaning house though.
Hey, they got another center from China, Yang Hansen. Center.
You just said that. Is this guy serious?
Hey, well, no, I'm watching late. I had no idea. My bad.
Yang Hansen, but I'm gonna call you handsome.
If mama call me handsome, I'm gonna call him handsome.
I like you and I want you. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
How big's that guy, too?
Stop saying Dale Lodge.
Shout out to, let me see, Bobby, Brandon, Mike, Jalissa, Unc, and Dale. Appreciate if I've got anybody as always. Our apologies. Great show to you fellas tonight, man. I knew y'all was going to rock and roll. You did it as always. Jake on the motherfucking camera. That's what I'm talking about. This is ready, baby. What's the sign off tonight, fellas?
Dale sucks.
Dale sucks? On the 3. 1, 2, 3. Dale sucks.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.